We've been riding, that thing's flying up. Oh, even worse.
Everybody who's seen this video thinks that this is a magnet. As someone who was an active participant in that video, I know that a bunch of meme accounts ended up stealing that video and posting it everywhere. There's been a slew of just misinformation out there about what happened in that video and the things that followed up after it. So our friend at the time, the guy with the blue R3 that you see in the background, was pulled over because he didn't have a license plate on his R3. We weren't the ones who got pulled over. We just pulled off to the side and waited for our friend to be done with his stop. The one that you see with the flipper plate, that is my friend Mason. That was a 2003 Yamaha R6 that he bought off of some dude in our area. That bike had a blown motor that was just JB welded back together. It didn't come with a proper license plate holder because the dude he bought it from would run on that bike regularly, even though it had a blown motor. He tried his best to try to manage some level of plate on there, which is why he had it zip tied on there. And even while it's in that like flipped position, like it's Velcroed to the back, he did that on purpose because it's still a little bit readable from the rear, even when it's flipped like that, because he knows that you can't just have a plate swinging like that. Like if you want to see what an actual illegal plate looks like, that's what it looks like. It looks like, from the outside perspective, like some kid with just a plate flipper just trying to get away from the law. But given all the context, I think you can understand, like, it wasn't his intention. The cop ended up having a little bit of mercy for the dude and didn't end up giving him a ticket. This is around the time where I started wearing eyeliner in my videos, and I still do it to this day because of this. But that dude that you see on the blue R3, I ended up having to get a restraining order on. Or he was one of the people I ended up having to get a restraining order on. Yeah, it was a whole mess of a situation. He was part of this group of guys. Like, he even sent one of his buddies to my parents' house to rev bomb at 1 a.m. which is unbelievable. And to be honest with you, he was kind of acting like a degenerate in that video anyway.
Can't ride on highway.
I was gonna run. Basically goes like this.
He didn't have a license plate on his Yamaha R3, which is like a beginner bike. It's like 40 horsepower. It's a very good beginner bike, but you're not gonna be going very fast on that bike. He would talk up a big game like, oh, he's gonna run from the cops. Like, oh, he's gonna learn how to wheelie that thing. He never did. And I don't even see that dude riding around here anymore, so I don't even know if he has a motorcycle. And yeah, I don't feel bad about publicly dragging this dude because all of this is true, by the way. And I've also clearly moved out of my parents' house, so I don't care. Come and get me, bro. I personally have no reason to fear a 5'5" skinny twig, but that's just me. But regardless, riding with people like that is probably not the best idea, because people who talk a big game like that are nothing but disrespectful to the cops and everybody around them are probably just going to end up getting you in trouble. That cop showed a lot of discretion that day, and even though by the law, for the law, he should have given that dude a ticket, he didn't. That dude showed a little bit of mercy towards a kid who was clearly going through a little bit of financial hardship, and for that, I think is a very good police officer. They gave a slew of tickets to the kid that deserved it and took a break on the kid who didn't, which I think was just really cool that day for all the officers involved.